Good afternoon, everybody. It is the Ides of March, 315, March 15th, 2019. It is 1:02 right here on the East Coast of the United States, the continental United States, FEMA Region 4, brought to you by. And I wanted to really quick just thank you guys very much. We've got Maria Lauster, Donna Magni, Anna Lewis, some new patrons. We got Teresa Souders, Kelly Lee Compton, and Eudoxia. Thank you very much. Those are some new Patreons that came over to patreon.com/intheMatrixxx with three X's. Really appreciate that. And with that, I want to bring in my partner in justice, Mr. Shady Groove. Shady, hello.
Hello, hello, Matrixxx, and all you wonderful Patriots and Anons out there. Wow, it is Friday, and wow, I hope everyone has some popcorn because this looks like it's getting fun.
Yeah, popcorn is at the ready, my friend, and
Truckloads.
truckloads. And look, we got off the air yesterday, and we got a myriad. I don't know how you say that. Myriad of Q posts.
Yad.
Myriad. And we left off at 3056. So we've got some stuff to cover. But first of all, I want to turn to the people over in YouTube. Hello, JZ Knight, Jay Vega, our mods, Jackie Canella. Hello. Moki7, how are you? Yeah, it does sound scary. FEMA Region 4. I don't think we have to worry about that anymore. Kiwi Patriot, my main man there. Prayers for New Zealand. We're going to cover a little bit of that today, but we got to tread lightly, I'm sure. Doxy Mom, Jojo K, hello. Poussant, hello. We've got some great mods out there. They're here for you if you have any questions. They'll be dropping the sauce, the source, if you will. The Inner Infinite, hello to you. Jay-Z, yes. Oh, Sweet Vega, Sweetie Pie. Yeah, she is, Jay-Z. And so are you. Thank you very much for coming. There's the Guardians of Intelligence. Shady, we got some great people here today.
Well,
Every day.
it's an amazing group that has come together to create the foundation for this movement. It's a strong group. America once America understands what we have been doing here, they're going to be so proud of you guys, and all of you have done so much tireless work throughout this to get us to this point. And I think we get a lot of insight into why patience is a virtue within the Q movement. Seeing some of the stuff that we saw come out yesterday of revelations about what's going on behind the scenes. This is amazing, and we've got some of the best people on YouTube that come to this stream and help us, and come to this stream and support us. So much love out there, everyone. Again, what a great time to be alive, and who would have ever thought?
Yeah, Jay-Z Knight, thank you so much. Greg Campbell says, thank you, fellow patriots. Where we go one, we go all. QAnon, pain, D-class, Pfizergate, treason, sedition, good versus evil, fake news. Greg, you got that right. Every hashtag right there is absolutely amazing. Thank you very much. And I wanted to, yesterday's show was actually very touching for me, and I want to thank you guys very much for being here and sharing in that with me. The show yesterday was very, very amazing, and I had Shady and I actually had some really nice comments. I want to share this one with you. It's from Brianna Just B, and she says, in the Matrixxx and Shady Groove, you gentlemen have no idea the profound way God is using y'all as an instrument to his peace. You touch hearts and lives every day in ways you won't know. This side of heaven, I'm thankful today was a God thing. Hashtag QArmy, hashtag POTUS. Brina, thank you so much for that. You don't know how much that means to us and me. And Corey Peterson says, peace, love, joy, happiness, gratitude, and winning bigly. That's right. Lindsay Joe, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Amazing. Shady, do you want to comment on that really quick as I just mentioned our people there?
I can only just take the road of humility to recognize that it is all of you guys out there who are interested in this subject and interested in saving the world. That's who we're a conduit here, and blessed to all of you who see us this way. It's hard for us to see that, and we have a mission and a goal in mind, and we are steadfast and laser focused on that mission and that goal, and that is to stay true to Q and to you guys and to Patriots and to us and what we think and what we believe, regardless of a predetermined notion. And I'm just extraordinarily happy that it translates and people are understanding the message Matrixx. We get so many messages like this, and it's really it's a really interesting position to be in, and I'm thankful, humbled, blessed, and obviously loved by so many out there.
Yes, and Q3038 says the Great Awakening, freedom of thought, was designed and created not only as a back channel to public, away from the long-standing mind control, the corrupt and heavily biased media, to endure future events through transparency and regeneration of individual thought, breaking the chains of groupthink, but more importantly, aid in the construction of a vehicle, a ship, that provides the scattered free thinkers with a starter new social networking platform which allows for freedom of thought, expression, and patriotism, or national pride, the feeling of love, devotion, and a sense of attachment to homeland and the alliance with other citizens who share the same sentiment. This is why, and this is basically, Q could not have written us a better mission statement for our mission and for the QArmy social network, QSN. And it's absolutely amazing. So if you're not over on the intheMatrixxx.com, get over there, check it out. We saw that Facebook went ahead and did go down for a little while, cleaning crew. And here's how you get there. You go to intheMatrixxx.com, menu, QArmy social network, and go ahead and sign up today. I've got 2 friend requests. That's it. Come on, guys. I usually have like many more. We've got over 3,000 users. Just in case any of these media outlets, Twitter, Facebook, whatever, goes down, we're here. If you know where to find me, I'm on the top 200 list, as you know. If I go away, you'll know where to find me. Kelly Davis, oh my gosh, thank you. Cynthia Pappas, where we go one, we go all. Absolutely. Thank you, Kiwi, for dropping that link. I appreciate that for you. You've got some great mods in here. Best mods on YouTube, you guys. So with that, Shady, let's jump into 3056. What do you think?
Let's do it. Let's get into this, because this was some amazing information that we got yesterday. I think you guys are going to be pretty impressed with some of the stuff that is coming out right now. The comms are becoming 1-to-1, and it's quite amazing.
SMT123, thank you so much. Wow, this is amazing, guys. I just heartfelt. Thank you so much. So here's 3056. The baker requests a handoff, and this happens when so on 8chan, what we have are threads, and there's 751 comments that can be on that thread, or bread. Okay, that's why you hear bread sometimes. That's why they're bakers, because they're baking the bread, and they're going through all the comments, and they're finding all the notables. And notables aren't, they're not endorsements. They're just notable, right? It's up to you to decide.
Newsworthy.
It's newsworthy, and maybe for you to decide, or further digging needed, that kind of stuff. So the baker who does all this and then starts the next bread or thread was requesting a handoff because he was tired, probably, because when Q posts, oh my gosh, it goes crazy. And this actually just happened right after our show, by the way, at 2:22. Baker requests handoff, and Q says, "Thank you for your service. The importance of Anons, Patriots, and your commitment thus far is incalculable. God bless, Q." And that's just not the people on the Chan boards. That's you right here in YouTube, on your Twitter.
People that come to the information every day.
To come and get the information every day, to have an open mind, and to
think for yourself.
To think for yourself and try to figure out what the truth is. We're on a mission to find the truth. And the truth.
And maybe if I could just throw a little bit more shout out to the bakers over there, and the job that they do for folks who aren't on 8chan, the threads that they put together, so when Q's posting these threads, the 750 posts could run in 30 minutes, even quicker. So all the information is moved into a new thread or bread at the top, including the most recent Q post, all the links to the map sites, all the links to the other breads. All that stuff has to be moved each time and put at the top of the next thread, as well as the notables and everything, and then the posting starts below that. So these guys have been keeping an open bread for Q2 post constantly since October, well, on 8chan since like January of 2018. So, however many threads there are over there, there's thousands and thousands of them now. But so much love to these guys who know how to do this and who can do this and who do this every day. This is the reason we get this information.
Well,
Bottom line.
although I'm not a baker, I am an anon, and I do
Right.
post on there.
Both of us do
Yep,
post over there and function with the anons on 8chan.
yep, and it's fun when you see yourself being exposed on there too. That was really a heart dropper. Let me tell you. I like what Waza Damada says this at in the Matrix. Every time I hear Shady Groove's voice, I hear Frank Zappa, and I feel blessed. I love it.
I have the same birthday.
Really?
Yeah, Frank Zappa's birthday is 12/21.
Wow, that's amazing.
So that there's you some more weirdness.
That's amazing. Yeah, and Poussin brings up a good point. And when Q posts, the breads are full in 15 minutes. It's really hard to keep up, let me tell you.
Those things are moving.
They are. They are. And that brings us to this one. Ooh. Q post 3057. A Trader's Justice. And that's what Q named the photo, atradersjustice.png. So, you know the pain is coming, right? And interesting theory here is that if you look at this little shadow right on the left cheek of the Punisher, it's like a revolutionary person with the revolutionary hat, kind of, on the left cheek. If you're looking at your screen at this right now, so I thought that was interesting. And then they posted another one that it could, another kind of person as well. I thought that was neat. That's the Punisher logo, though. And here we go with Q post 3058. These are kind of easy. 3058 says RR in the kill box. Debrief complete. Q. So, was RR debriefed? And, we just have to kind of think about that one, which is very interesting, right, Shady? Do you have any thoughts on that, or anybody out there in YouTube?
Well, it's kind of self-revealing to say, we got Barr in there now, the new Attorney General. He's digging into this stuff. Debriefing Rod Rosenstein would be his job to oversight.
Right. Exactly correct. Right.
And so it kind of leads into this next post here.
Take it.
And at 3059, it sort of, almost like backtracking, but it says AG Barr disgusted by what he's discovered so far. Quote, in all my years, in all my life, I never would have thought, kill brackets, which looks like a few words inside there, be possible within the halls of these prestigious federal agencies. Press conference coming. They will claim political attack. This is all of these people that are currently running for president on the Democrat ticket are involved in this.
Right.
They all knew about it. It came down from the top. Everyone on that side knew. No one was out of the loop. You can see, Adam Schiff and all of this stuff that's going on. But Barr acting organically, right, Matrixx? This is what this looks like to me.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you look at those blanks, I can't remember how many we counted. It was like, was it 20 something? But treason and sedition fits in there. And one other thing too. So you guys have any thoughts on YouTube? Drop it in here. But what is in those kill boxes? And what we do is we do the character count and find out how many spaces there are. And I think Poussin, and if you remember, if you could drop how many there were, that would be great. But I think treason, sedition, and something else. Yeah, treason and sedition. Maybe that's it. But check that out. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Hit like and ring the bell too. I understand that YouTube is messing with us in a big way. Thank you guys very, very much. Ben Davis Jr. Hey guys, I gave all I can give this month. Oh my gosh, where we go when we go all. Ben, thank you. If it's not your time, everything is appreciated, and we appreciate you, Ben. It was his birthday yesterday. He's Pi Day. It was his birthday. And he's been on the show too. And make sure you go to our videos and check the Q Lounge Live with special guest Ben Davis Jr. as well. And we're probably gonna have him on again, Shady. So stay tuned, guys. Continuing on, so this is amazing. AG Barr disgusted by what he's discovered so far, and then we go into this next one. I'm actually going to go to the Q map because we can read it better over there. Oh, there's the Punisher pain, and not for us, for them. Always remember that. All right, so this is the Q drop. It's 3060, and Q dropped this for us. This is bogus indictments against POTUS's children have been removed, is basically what they're saying here, the Q team. And he drops 3059, and that was Will Barr is disgusted by what he's discovered so far. We just saw that. And then 3036 from March 12th, 2019. And it says, reread drop. Mueller, with arrows pointing at Mueller. Sealed indictments installed DC killbox prior to RR killbox loss of power. Sealed indictments DC blockade last resort. Installed post Sessions departure and Whitaker assumption. Sealed indictment count DC post Sessions departure. Sealed indictment count DC pre Whitaker assumption. Power of Barr. Can a sealed indictment be pulled post filing? Did POTUS just install a rogue AG who allows for the indictment of his children based on false pretenses? Barr Senate vote 54 to 45. Do unicorns exist? Q. And Q responds to this and says, quote, insurance, in quotes, indictments regarding Ivanka, Jared, Jr., all removed. But you already knew that from the drop, Q. So Q is confirming, in case we didn't really pick it up here, he's letting us know, the Q team, they are letting us know that there's no way that they can indict these. And that was the insurance policy that RR was holding over the POTUS's head.
Well, it also talks to why this is, maybe the moves and counter moves reality here. They threw these indictments in there after Sessions, before Whitaker, in the middle, trying to what? Trying to gain more insurance. So now they're holding the indictment of his children over his head. And so what did we as Q team do? Looks like we paused for a little bit, right? So, moves and counter moves are real. And there's nothing a man won't do for his children. So
I can tell you that right now. I hear.
I mean, that's just the point, and that's part of how the cabal operates. They understand that about us. They understand that about humanity. They see that as a weakness in all reality. They see us as weak because we care. They see us as weak because we have compassion for each other. They see us weak because we look to a creator for guidance. Those things they perceive as weakness. Therefore, they justify their behavior. RR is bad. Mueller is bad. RR is good. Mueller is good. Simple comms.
Right. Exactly. So that's Q post 3060.
POTUS.
Post.
The POTUS.
And then we've got 3061, which was very interesting. And it's a George Papadopoulos tweet. And it says, I will be dropping big news about Mifsud today. And it goes to George Papadopoulos' tweet. And Q says, another piece to the puzzle. Autists saving the world. And I want to just point out, too, who's this Mifsud guy, right? Well, Mifsud is Joseph Mifsud. He's a Maltese academic with reportedly high-level connections to the Russian government. In 2016, he became involved with George Papadopoulos, an advisor to the Donald Trump presidential campaign, and was later accused of being a link between that campaign and Russia. Ooh, it's getting big now. This is getting big. So here's the timeline. Brilliant, Anon. Brilliant, Anon. And I just hat tip to these guys. Put the Mifsud and Papadopoulos reportedly never crossed paths until March 14th, 2016 in Italy. And here is the whole timeline. November 2015, Mifsud joins London Center of International Law Practice Group, right? December of 2015, Papadopoulos may have joined London Center of International Law Practice around the same time Mifsud. Reporting is conflicted. December 18th, 2015. This is the interview with the national guy. So you guys can go through this, but it's very well done. All the way down to 2016 of May, Papadopoulos meets with Australian Democrat or diplomat Alexander Downer, and then Mifsud, whatever his name is, emails Papadopoulos an update of the recent conversation. So there's going to be something very, very interesting dropping. I haven't seen it yet, but we're going to keep our eyes on that.
And for anyone out there trying to get your head around this, Carter Page, Papadopoulos had counterintelligence investigations opened up on them for no reason. Papadopoulos tells the story of where he went overseas and then was invited to this party, and then the party was like all intelligence agency people from around the world that were gathered there. He talks about it was the most unusual scene at a party he's ever been to, and this is the place where he spoke to someone who is now, connected to the Democrat narrative that your president is colluding with Russia. That's where we are here. That's where the real news is here.
Right, and the big tell on this one to me is April 30th, 2016. Papadopoulos thanks Mifsud for his critical help in arranging a meeting between the campaign and the Russian government and remarked, "It's history-making if it happens." So stay tuned, guys. All right, so that's that right there. Then we've got the next one here. It's 3062. Shady, do you want to take it? There's the Hill article right there. It's Lisa Page bombshell, FBI couldn't prove Trump-Russia collusion before Mueller appointment. And this is 9/16/2018 by John Solomon. And remember, Q says Hannity, Page, Solomon, they're on the stage. So these are the ones that we look after. And make sure you're looking up Sarah Carter and Solomon, and obviously watching Hannity. So those are the three. And then Shady, the Q post reads as follows. Go for it.
3062. Remember this important fact. If there was no evidence of Russia collusion, what grounds did Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein have to appoint Mueller? Rod Rosenstein offered to wear a wire to entrap the President of the United States in an attempt to invoke the 25th Amendment. Q. Where are they on this? Where's anybody else on this talking about this and bringing it to our attention as a source of information? Look how hidden real information is. They're burying this stuff across the board, and now we're seeing, now today we saw articles coming out where they're spinning the Lisa Page testimony away from what is relevant in that testimony. It's just insane. So that was 3062, and it kind of leads into 3063.
Yeah, but I'm gonna take a break real quick, Shady. Jump
Get in the
here.
middle there.
We've got two new Q posts after the flag, so
I see them.
Let's hit them. This is Daily Mail co.uk. It's Science Tech article. Q drops this. Delete Facebook now. WhatsApp co-founder accuses Mark Zuckerberg of trading privacy for revenue after allowing ads on platform.
Wow. That's a fresh story, right?
Yeah, March 15th, the Ides. There you go. So WhatsApp co-founder Brian Acton urged people to delete their Facebook accounts during an address made to students.
Was that today he did that?
This article is dated today.
Right. Okay, yes, because I was reading last night.
I'm reading it.
Last night, there was the New York Times put out an article saying that their top executive at Facebook, Chris Cox, who is regarded as the number 3, has stepped down. Also, the head of WhatsApp has stepped down in controversy or whatever with Mark Zuckerberg. So they just left now this.
So it comes after the world's largest social network has been beset by a string of privacy scandals. Mr. Acton has been openly critical of Silicon Valley firms like Facebook and Google in the past for their seemingly profit-driven approach at the expense of people's data. There he is right now. There's a video here. There's the WhatsApp guy, Brian Acton, pictured with co-founder Jan Koum. He called on everyone to delete their Facebook. right there. So there it is. Brian Acton. Time to delete. It's time to delete Facebook. And then here's the Facebook privacy disasters. It lists out all of the disasters, guys. This is an amazing Q post right here.
And look at
Wow.
how this news is getting ready to connect with the post we're getting ready to read.
Right. Right. So,
Okay, this
yeah.
is huge.
Yeah, this is huge. So that's dark to light Q. Then we've got Twitter to Josh Hawley. Must watch video. Joint Chiefs Chairman says Google refuses to work with U.S. military but provides direct benefit to China's military. Let's go ahead and give that a listen.
The work that Google is doing in China is indirectly benefiting the Chinese military. And I've been very public on this issue as well. In fact, the way I described it to our industry partners is, look, we're the good guys. In the values that we represent, in the system that we represent, is the one that will allow and has allowed you to thrive. And that's the way I've characterized it. So I was just nodding that what the Secretary was articulating is a general sense of all of us as leaders, and we watch with great concern when industry partners work in China, knowing that there is that indirect benefit. And frankly, indirect may be not a full characterization of the way it really is. It's more of a direct benefit to the Chinese military.
I just want to underscore this for the record so that we are absolutely, perfectly, 100% clear here that Google, an American company based in this country, so again, it's supposedly an American company, is doing work in China that directly or indirectly benefits the Chinese government at a time of increased peer competition with this country. We are in a struggle with the Chinese government over whether or not they're going to become a regional and maybe global hegemon with values very different from ours, certainly values that do not favor freedom in the world. And we have an American company that does not want to do work with our Defense Department, which is one thing, but they're happy to help the Chinese, at least the Chinese government, that is, the Chinese military, at least indirectly. I think that's just extraordinary.
That's it. So that's amazing, dude.
Yeah, I heard that this morning. This is insane. They're saying that we are rejecting contracts with the American military, and they at the same time building out China's Skynet. Okay, what? This needs to be a conversation, everyone. Google, Facebook, we have uncovered that Google and Facebook are black project, DARPA-based systems, CIA-backed systems that are now doing what? Helping China's military eclipse ours? Google, Facebook, what is going on here? I mean, Q says be loud. People's got to realize what we are in here. I mean, the thing that is on every device, Facebook, that app that's on your phone, every single website that you go to where you see the little Facebook icon, it's tracking, and it knows which sites you've been on, and it knows which pages that you've looked at. It knows if you were on the site long enough to read the article that you were looking at. All that information is compiled, and it is being sold behind your back, America. They are selling it to foreign governments, America, every day. Be loud, make it known, make your congressmen and your senators know you are not okay with this. It has no bearing on freedom. Okay, this is a totalitarian takeover of the World Wide Web.
Yes, and it was funny too. Well, it's not funny. There was this video, maybe it was a year ago, and there was a couple, and they said, "Okay, we don't own a cat. We've never talked about cat. We've never typed the word cat food anywhere.
Oh, I remember that.
And we're gonna just start talking about cat food. Yeah, we need to get cat food. Yeah, it's because our cat is hungry. What kind of food should we get? Bup, like that. And lo and behold, 2 days later, they got cat food ads. Rob Pace, thank you. Sammy Sam, glory, glory, hallelujah. QArmy, Patriots United. God bless America, lifting us in prayer. Yes, thank you, Sammy Sam. You guys are awesome. So yes, this is what we're exposing. And I also trolled the Q sent me and all of us on YouTube, and I put our little YouTube link there. That's for all of us. I'm gonna like that. And thank you guys. So that's real time. This is real time Q. I'm kind of glad this is happening today. Here we go with Q3038 Shady. You want to take that one?
3063, right?
3083.
Maybe
These
I'm-
people are sick and evil. It's not a coincidence. It never is. Q. So that's the latest Q post that we have right now. And
Oh,
this
you're
is-
on the new ones. I was falling back. Sorry.
Yep. Nope. We just did the new ones. And this is where Q posts right here. These people are evil and sick. It's not a coincidence. This is what 8chan looks like, guys. And there's a couple of,
Careful.
yeah, you got to be careful. You got to be careful here, guys. Like, look at this. At Jack ES EMZ at MZ at Jack MZ ES JB EM SH MSM etc. Do you know what we know? Do you know that we see all? Do you know that we hear all? Fear the storm. Nobody playing the game gets a free pass. Nobody. Q.
And they all went along with it. You all went along with the devil schemes.
Well, we all did. I mean, we all did. We all did. It's but we know now. Now we know. All right, and let me just refresh the Q map. All right, we're back. All right, so we've left off at which one are we at, Shady? We're at 3062.
Yep, 3062 that I went through with the Hill article, and then we moved into 3063. Remember this important fact. Adam Schiff is part of the Gang of Eight intel. This is going to be important to remember. It will become critical once Gang of Eight material is declassified. Logical Q if Adam Schiff knew everything he's investigating, and logical question. If Adam Schiff knew everything he's investigating and stating publicly to be knowingly false disinformation, why then would he take the course of actions ongoing? Did Adam Schiff purposefully deceive the American public, thinking the Gang of Eight material plus other classified documentation would never reach the public domain? What insurance did they hang over the president's head in order to prevent action? A father's love for his children knows no bounds. Q.
Here,
and I think that was answered in the previous drops of what they were holding over his head and why we tread lightly but carry a large stick.
Absolutely. A father's love for his children knows. I mean, that right there, to me, as a father.
The optics of them being able to indict his children would have been very bad for us.
That's right.
I mean, it would have been. The optics would have been horrible, regardless of if they have any information. Those optics are bad. Manafort's not good. Carter Page is not good. They tried to create this negative optic reality that didn't really work for the people who were paying attention. But it would, it would have sent shockwaves through the MAGA community for them to have indicted those three.
Right, and I want to take a quick second. There's somebody that's very awesome to me, and I think she's amazing. She's an amazing patriot, and she's very tough. She's a tough cookie, but very, very amazing, and she would never ask for this, but she needs some prayers right now, and Saved Angel, much love to you. Everybody just, if they could say a prayer for our Saved Angel 61 right there, we love you, and we're praying for you. I prayed for you last night as well. So just pray for our Patriots, pray for POTUS, pray for Q team. Let's just keep going, man. We're just raise that energy up, guys. Raise our energies up and keep our armors on. Q post 3064, Shady, basically is a redrop of a post from 8/29/18 at 9:47 p.m. Eastern time. AM. AM. And it says, do you notice a pattern? 5/4/2008. Bruce Orr demoted. 2X. Cooperating witness. Power removed. House testimony. Peter Strzok. Cooperating witness. Power removed. House testimony. Lisa Page. Cooperating witness. Power removed. House testimony. Bill Priestap. Cooperating witness. Power removed. To be called. Mike Cortan. Cooperating under resigned title to be called. Who are they cooperating with? Do you believe in coincidences? The more you know. Q. And then we get this. What did we learn this week? Or cooperating witness. Page cooperating witness. Strzok cooperating witness. Next, Q. And it goes to Paul Sperry right here. And we know who's next because it's right there on that list. We just read who was next, right, guys? Right, Shady?
That's right.
We got Paul Sperry says, breaking. DOJ IG Horowitz is investigating who in the SR ranks of FBI and DOJ, including Rosenstein and Yates, knew Bruce Orr was back-channeling anti-Trump dirt from Steele to the FBI after Steele was terminated by the FBI as a confidential source. Orr is fully cooperating in probe.
This goes all the way to the top.
When did we know this? August 29th, Shady. We knew this. Anons knew.
Anons are the news.
You are the news now, guys. You are the news. And
because the news is the information. That's what the mainstream narrative, kind of has everybody psychologically tricked into not understanding.
That's right.
The news is the information that is the facts. Doesn't really matter what it's connected to. Once you find the facts, then you can see the chain of command. You can see the line of process or events. If you will, look how the Anons are putting back together. They're repiecing all the events that happened between Mueller, Yates, Rosenstein, AG, all these players. Loretta Lynch. When and where it all lines up perfectly with exactly what Anons and Q has been telling us.
That's right. And I want to quickly, mods, hey, MAGA Mel is asking, what is the Q Bread board address? Q has his own board called Patriots Fight Board, but I suggest that you cruise to qmap.pub, which is what we're looking at right now. But mods, if you could drop the Patriots Fight Q board to her, and also maybe the qmap.pub as well. And soon, intheMatrixxx with 3x's.com, we'll have live Q posts. That's what we're striving for, so stay tuned.
Oh, it's close. The bot is working.
Stay tuned.
We've about got this thing engineered.
All right. And so thanks for doing that, mods. Thank you, people. We've got it. If you guys have any questions, our mods are right there for you. If I see it, I'll try to help as well. And Rain just gave an example of how to get there. Thank you so much.
Perfect.
And so we're going to go over to 3065 because we're in this together, guys. We are all in this together. We're here together for each other, with each other, learning together, having an open mind, seeking the truth. Susan Bell, thank you. God bless America and Patriots. Thank you. God bless you. 3065 Q drops 2003. Shady, do you want to take this one? Go for it, because I took the last one, I think. Didn't I? Go for it.
You want me to take it? Is that what you said?
Yeah, 3065.
All right, from 3065. This is all this stuff started coming out yesterday in a barrage. So he's pointing us back to the April 30th of 28 or August 30th of 2018 with one of the president's tweets saying everything stated has meaning. What is the significance of Nellie Orr being fluent in Russian? Is Russian a common language to learn? Why might this language be studied? What position might this language be useful? The farm requires select skill sets. Q, the farm is the CIA training grounds in the, I think the Maryland area, right? So he's referencing the farm to Nellie Orr, a clown. Then he gives us the article linking to the Epoch Times, which is, if you guys aren't following Epoch Times, they print out some really good stuff. But Nellie Orr's testimony confirming her work for the CIA, March 13, 2019, prior to investigating the Trump campaign for Fusion GPS, Nellie Orr worked as a contractor for the CIA for up to 6 years. Out in the open, Q posts, what did we learn this week? Nellie Orr equals clown. Next, Q, boom, right there. Time stamped, dated March 13, 2019, updated March 14, 2019. Clowns everywhere. Splinter the CIA into 1,000 pieces. This is how we do it. We expose them. We bring light to them.
Yep. And here's a little bit of Camp Peary, which is the farm. Camp Peary is approximately a 9,000-acre U.S. military reservation in York County near Williamsburg, Virginia. And this is what is commonly called the farm.
Yeah, Virginia. Okay.
In Virginia. Yep. And it's U.S. DoD. That's who that is. I'm just trying to see if there's any good pictures of it. Hang on. But Anon's dug on this a while ago. But interesting to note that Nellie Orr confirms her work for the CIA. And who's actually a cooperating witness? Bruce Orr.
Cooperating.
And we knew this, guys, back in August, okay? And this is both of whom played pivotal roles in the FBI's investigation into Trump 2016 presidential campaign. And they worked for the CIA as independent contractors for as long as 6 years, as Shady pointed out and read that to you. So, wow. And somebody just said there's 2 new Q posts. Yes, we went over them just about maybe 10 minutes ago or less. But we're going to continue with 3066. Facebook loses top executives, including Chris Cox of Facebook's chief product officer. And that's right here in the New York Times. Zuckerberg tightens grip on Facebook. 2 top deputies leave. 2 of Facebook's top executive, one regarded as the company's number 3, and the other, the head of its WhatsApp messaging service, are leaving after a disagreement with Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO, over
CIO.
CEO over this social network's future direction. So the difference stemmed from Zuckerberg's asserting control over his company and its apps, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Facebook Messenger, by rolling out a plan to integrate the services into a single privacy-focused platform. I guess you can. This is like WeChat from China, is what it is.
Yeah, and they're trying to like turn it into where it's not as open, where you have more privacy or whatever, and they're all resisting this move by Zuckerberg, who is more than likely being led by the nose and told to do this, and now everybody else is abandoning ship, which is kind of what we anticipated.
That's right. And then sometimes the truth is right in front of you, Shady. Q. And look at what and I know this goes in, but look at this. Facebook Inc. CIA. Doesn't it look like CIA? Isn't that hilarious? Look at right here, guys. So
coincidence.
Q is really having some fun there. And Anon says this is insider actions for Facebook CIA. But these are actually Market Watch. Here it is. Yowza exits. And Q says, do you see CIA? Q. And going from there, because we're just having some fun, because we all know that it's CLA, it's Class A shares, right? And it's 3068, where Anon says, look at screenshot of it. Yep. And Q responds, Class A shares, fun nonetheless. Q. And what people don't realize is, with our Trust the Plan threads and the Pay Sewer revelations, Class A shares aren't available to us, right?
Right.
It's for the bloodlines per se.
Right.
So
you have to be in their group to even attain a Class A share. Most people don't even realize there are Class A shares. Whenever we uncovered all this stuff about the trusts and how they were organizing the trust way back in the early part of the 19th century, whatever, that they kind of eliminated the idea that you could even get a Class A share, and they've organized all companies like that since, even companies you own.
Look at today's close yesterday, 170.17. And that's a hat tip to A Empire, who noticed that right there. Look at that. Today's close, 170.17. Isn't that awesome? And Jonathan Bowen says, hey guys, great info. Q all the way. Can't wait for arrests. Here. We all can't wait for arrests. I tell you that. So.
Well, I mean, to me, it really is a little bit, I'm excited about that, but the longer goal here, the long-term game is the re-education of our history and learning what our history really is. That's where this is going. We're going to get these deep state people. That's going to be easy. The tough thing is going to be teaching everyone that everything you've been told is a complete
lie. Yeah.
And learn how to live our lives again.
Right, and I want to make sure that everybody knows. And Lindsay Joe Martinez says, "Everyone, make sure to like this video." Thank you. One thing I want to just to add what Shady's saying there is, and what you said there too, Jonathan Bowen. We are seeing arrests. Have you not seen what's happening over in Hollywood and the scams?
This is amazing. This is, guys, this touches everything. Everyone. If the show Desperate Housewives was a documentary, okay, just saying. Like,
Right.
that's the way these people really are. And now you're getting this little, what they're saying, it's like 30 something. Notice that William H. Macy wasn't in those indictments. And also that we have a CW in there, which is a cooperating witness inside these indictments. So
Right.
who is who? And notice that, Macy is Hollywood elite. Like, that guy, he's probably on every list in the state of California to, like, if you run into this guy on the street, just let him go type person in Hollywood. So
Right.
Interesting that his wife goes under the bus and all these other people go under the bus. The Southern lady, she's been removed from the Hallmark Channel. Like, they've taken all her content away. And this is outrage all around everyone. Everyone is upset about this. Everyone doesn't understand why our education system functions like this. And now we're getting ready to open up this conversation. The president said less than a week ago, what did he say? We're going to open up free speech on colleges. This is the lead into that.
Absolutely. And Crafted from the Heart says, or asks, what can they do if we don't delete Facebook? Isn't it already on our phones? Yes. And even if you delete it, they're still listening. So it's a tough one. But just by not using that platform, I guess we'll send a Earth. Everybody does it. You know what I mean? It could hurt them. It's kind of voting with our pocketbooks, if you will, right? So here we go, Shady. We're going to the next one, right? Let's see. The next one is 3069, and and Anon asks, and I'll go to this here real quick. She says it's Miss Stara, and I'm assuming that it's a she. She goes, I wish Q would stop posting New York Times articles. 1, we can't read them unless we pay. 2, it gives them relevancy in the midst of all the lies. Find another source, QAnon, QArmy, where we go one, we go all. And interesting because and that's a direct order too, in my opinion. I went ahead and cleared my cookies just to make sure in history. Read free, but that's interesting. So Q says clear history cookies to bypass all paywalls, read free. Even though you do your cookies, and all that, it will kind of, give you 2 links. If you are using like a browser, you can open an incognito window. That's how I get all of the avoid all the paywalls. I just open an incognito window or change my VPN. So guys, you guys can figure it out. Prayerful Patriot says, God bless you guys. Most of the time I can't catch you live because I'm at work, but I'm home today with the flu. Oh my gosh. So getting to watch live. Love you both. Keep up the great work. Prayers for you both always. Prayerful Patriot, thank you. I hope you feel a lot better and get over this flu. Drink lots of fluids. And eat a lot of popcorn. All right. So thank you for that.
He doesn't mean that.
No popcorn. No, popcorn. Lots of popcorn.
Not popcorn's not going to heal your flu.
Lots of popcorn. It will help the flu. No, it won't help the flu. I want to quickly. Are you tired of winning yet?
You're going to be so proud of your country if I get in. You're going to be so proud of your president, and I don't care about that. But you are going to be so proud of your country because we're going to turn it around and we're going to start winning again. We're going to win so much. We're going to win at every level. We're going to win economically. We're going to win with the economy. We're going to win with military. We're going to win with health care and for our veterans. We're going to win with every single facet. We're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning. And you'll say, please, please, it's too much winning. We can't take it anymore. Mr. President, it's too much. And I'll say, no, it isn't. We have to keep winning. We have to win more. We're going to win more. We're going to win so much. I love you, Albany. Get out and vote. You will be so...
I love it. I love it. Are you tired of winning?
No.
Good, because you got your voice, you got the sound on. But yeah, I am not tired of winning. And you know what? If we're we're gonna keep winning, and you're gonna say, "Oh, you're tired of winning." I'm gonna say, "No, we're gonna win more." I love that. That is the best.
I promise we're going to keep winning.
That is the best, and that was from SD Cali. He kind of dropped that in We the People Insider 1776 on YouTube. They will be live probably today at 4 p.m. Check them out if you can. Thanks, SD Cali. And I think 412 Anon was in here a little while ago. I'm not sure if he's still there, but also Patriots in the fight. Here we go. So this is 370, and it says, "Hack the planet. Hack the Gibson. Good movie. Zero cool. Q." So that was an interesting one. And let me just go to my Twitter real quick because the Gang of Eight material. I think I put it in. Oh, wait. Look at this one. I'm not tired of this one yet. RR. All right. So we have some fun. We have some fun on that one. And I thought I put the Gibson in here. Maybe I did. Here it is. Zero cool. Ready?
Worm.
What's this one eat?
It nibbles. You see all of this? This is every financial transaction Ellingson conducts, yeah? From $1 million deals to the $10 that some guy pays for gas.
The worm eats a few cents from each transaction.
No one's caught it because the money isn't really gone. It's just data being shifted around.
And when the worm's ready, it zips out with the money and erases its track.
Joey got cut off before he got to that part. Check it out. By this point, it's already running at what? Twice the speed as when it started.
And at this rate, it ends its run in
2 days.
Judging by this segment alone, man, it's already eaten about
21.8 million bucks, man.
Whoever wrote this needs somebody to take the fall. And that's Freak, and that's Joey, and that's us. We gotta get the rest of the file so we can find out where the money's going before the worm disappears, so we can find out who created it.
I know who wrote it.
What?
This Ellingson security creep. I gave him a copy of the disc you gave me.
You what?
Didn't know what was on it.
Oh, man. It's universally stupid, man.
Yo, man, you an amateur, man.
Why did he come to you?
I got a record. I was zero cool.
Zero cool. Crashed 1,507 systems in one day. Biggest crash in history. Front page New York Times, August 10th, 1988. I thought you was black, man. Yo, man, this is zero cool. Oh, shit.
That's far out.
This is zero cool, man. Oh.
Yo, that's great. There goes MIT.
I'll make it up.
Yeah? How?
I'll hack the Gibson.
Dude, they'll trace you like that, man. The cops are gonna find you. They're gonna find you with a smoking gun.
Fucked if I care, man.
Look, even if you had the password, it'd take you 10 minutes to get in, and you still gotta find the files, man. I mean, the cops will have you in 5 minutes.
Oh, wow, we are fried.
Never send a boy to do a woman's job. With me, we can do it in 7.
You both screwed. I hope we do it in 6.
Jesus, I gotta save all your asses. I help. We could do it in 5 minutes now.
Okay, let's go shopping.
Zero cool. So that's what Q meant about the zero cool. Also, really quick, there are some people here. I think Jay-Z actually asked for this. This is a list, the PAX list update. These are all the people that went on Jeffrey Epstein's flight. They actually listed out the names. And there's names here that we all know. You've got Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, Bill Clinton, Kevin Spacey, Chris Tucker, Woody Allen, Larry Summers, Lisa Summers, Doug Band, Ron Burkle, Jean-Luc Brunel, Andreas Pastrana, former president of Colombia, Ehud Barak, Lawrence Krauss, Bill Murray, Bill Hammond, Sarah Kellen, Ray Barzana, Sandy Berger, Andrea Mistrovich, Peter Morano, Shelley Lewis, Paul Hallated, we don't know, Ricardo Legoretta, Thomas Pritzker, Kelly Spam, Tiffany Gramza, Claire Hazel, Paula Epstein, Mark Epstein, Ralph Ellison, Sophia Biddle, Audrey Rambold, Shelley Harrison, Melinda Luntz, Gwendolyn Beck, Albert Pinto, Linda Pinto, Gary Roxburgh, Mandy Ellison, Jean-Michel Gathy, Virginia Roberts, Christina R. Rogers, Greg Holbert, Alyssa Rogers, Juliet Brandt, Heather Mann, Ed Tuttle, Glenn Dubin, Ellen Spencer, Chris Wagner, Casey Wasserman, Laura Wasserman. Schultz, Paula Mellon, Oliver Sacks, Henry Rozovsky, Lynn Forrester de Rothschild, Joe Pagano, Naomi Campbell, Nicole Junkerman, Rodney Slater, Magali Blancan de Perrier, Svetlana Gryazanova, Emery Taylor, Larry Vygotsky, Tila Davies, Juan Pablo Molyneux, Freya Williamos Wissing, Adam Perry Lang, Fleur Perry Lang, Karen Casey, Hank Collar, Cindy Lopez, Mark Lloyd, Alan Dershowitz. And these are the flight manifests right here where they came out of: Palm Beach, Florida, Martha's Vineyard, Bedford. These are so. Wow, guys. And the list is they're going to count all male and female, probably minors and or sacrifice people. So we're going to keep an eye on this list because it's very important. And these are the people. Remember, one of two. One is for the child trafficking and all of that and the rituals, and then the other one is just satanic worship and what's Bill Murray.
Yeah, I just dropped a link. You guys check this link out right here. This gives you an overview of Naomi Campbell's house.
Yeah.
Check this out.
Yeah. So, this is the stuff. This is it, guys. And let's look at Naomi Campbell's house, Shady. Here we go.
Pull it up. Let everybody see this. I think they're going to be interested.
Naomi Campbell gets a island vacation home for her 41st birthday. Her Russian billionaire, Vladimir Dorinin.
I love sauce.
Yeah, look at that. The Eye of Horus. Look at that. Symbolism will be their downfall. Oh, my God. Look at that. And this is a billionaire's gift. Yeah, there's nothing creepy about this, huh, guys? This is normal, right?
And there's no Russian collusion.
No. Look at how weird the shape of this island is too. I'm just
it's nuts,
Naomi
man.
Campbell. Join our mailing list. No, thank you. But this is good source, man. Interesting. So those are the kind of people we're dealing with, guys.
People that need islands because they need secrecy.
Right. For what? Right. All right, we're gonna go on to the next Q post because we're going crazy here. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Shady, this is 3071. You want to summarize this week for us?
To summarize this week regarding Dems' preparation to steal the 2020 election, attack Fox News to control the opposition narrative, 6 companies control 90% of the mainstream media, vote to allow illegal immigrants the right to vote in elections, push talking points regarding voter age should be decreased from 18 to 16. No wall, open border, all welcome equals more D votes. Deny proper counting on the U.S. Census to avoid the public knowledge of real illegal population, to avoid voter fraud percent risk to elections. Welcome to the Democratic Party. Q's dropping that and then responding to his own post saying disregard spelling error on the move. Did you hear this week? They are with straight faces coming out and saying they want 16-year-olds to vote.
Yeah, and my daughter's 16 and she has no idea what is going on. I mean, she's a MAGA supporter because of her dad and, actually learning from me. But if she didn't have me talking to her, everybody voted for Clinton at her thing.
If we go back to 1900 or, around that era, okay, maybe a 16-year-old could theoretically have some information enough to vote. But today we currently have states that have mandated, firearms restrictions on people to, you can't have access to firearms until you're over a certain age. But now we're going to drop the voting age down to 16. This is insane. And anybody out there, good Lord, I mean, just to see this is in your conversation. The Democratic Party are coming out in unison with the fake news saying that and defending what a great idea it would be for 16-year-olds to vote. No.
Right. And let me see if I can I'm actually trying to find that real quick, Shady. But yeah, if you listen to the way she said it too, it's really weird. It's like, we need to capture the minds, So it's Nancy Pelosi.
And Talina Young says that 18-year-olds don't have any business.
Right. I agree with that too.
Good point.
Right. That is a very good point. Man, I really hate these searches here. Here we go. 9 hours ago. Let's just watch this. Let me pull it up. And here it comes. We just got to skip ad. Here we go.
Personally, I'm not speaking for my caucus. I myself have always been for lowering the voting age to 16. I think it's really important to capture kids when they're in high school, when they're interested in all of this, when they're learning about government, to be able to vote. That is not necessary. In other words, some of the priorities in this bill are about transparency and openness and accessibility and the rest. That's a subject of debate. But my view is that
to be able to vote,
but I've been in that position.
She's insane.
God.
I mean,
After Hurricane Sandy in 2020.
Sorry about that, guys.
She grabs her hand when she says captured.
Yeah, and did you see? It's like she's holding onto that pedestal to stand up. I mean, this lady needs to step down. I mean, sorry, guys. All right, so 3072, and we've got Shady's summary that he just said, and Q just says disregard spelling error on the move. Q. Reason why Q says that is because when there's a spelling error in POTUS tweet, or it might be comms for the anons. So there was a spelling error in here, but it's to be just disregard. Then Seeking Alpha has this. Facebook says outage was caused by a server change, now resolved. Facebook says it resolved outages that plagued the company and its Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp services over the past 24 hours. Yesterday, as a result of server configuration change, many people had trouble accessing our apps and services, the company says in a tweet. Because they couldn't post it on Facebook. Sorry, I just had to laugh. We now resolve the issue and our systems are recovered. So I have sold Cisco systems my entire life, since my adult life, my after college life. And let me tell you right now that there's 99.999% uptime with these services. They just don't go down because of a configuration change.
No.
There's ways to put it in a sandbox to make sure it works before you roll it out of production. You've got redundancy. I mean, these people think that you are stupid. And I reject that this was a server configuration change. This is absolutely insane. This was much bigger than that. This was the biggest social media platform, 3 of them, going down for 24 hours, guys.
It could have been RBG in there working on them.
She's 86 today. Happy RBG Day. It's her birthday. Do you think she can blow out the candles? What do you think?
She might get one.
I don't even know if she'll get that, Shady. We need to hold the candle up to see if there's any breath. All right, so 3073. I said it. I'm sorry. 3073. We just saw the article Seeking Alpha, and it says server config change. Q. Just what I was telling you. That just does not happen. Okay, guys? If you're in technology or know anything about it, it's called redundancy. And Facebook, Google, they are so redundant that this just does not happen. Period. All right, so then 3074, it's a Q+. Shady, you want to go for it?
Q+ says, very sad to see Germany pulling the strings on the UK. Democracy must and should always prevail. Q+. POTUS.
Yes, and that does sound like something our POTUS would say.
And it looks like he continues on with 3075. Stand strong, Patriots. The United States is with you. Q+. That is our message. That is who we are right here. We are with you. We are with your family. We're with your friends. We're with you on this wall, with the president, with his family, and with his friends. This is a time unlike any other in our history. And be proud. Just be proud and be steadfast in what you already know and your self-thinking that you've already done. Trust yourself.
That's right. And I just threw a meme in here too. This was Facebook is listening to you 24/7, 365, literally F9 algorithm. Are they recording /safe housing? Metadata collection, building 8, DARPA, China, 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 Q. Now, if you look at that, why are they saying China, China, China? Is because Huawei, who you've seen in the news and arrests happening, hello?
And extraditions.
Have been looking at this. They were partnering with China Twitter has been caught. Huawei, which is the Chinese Cisco systems, if you know anything about Cisco systems, routers and switches and stuff that makes the internet work, right? They know. And look are they recording in safe housing metadata collection? Building 8 DARPA? So could this be housed at the Denver airport? This is the question that I have. This is why this is why I think Q dropped the Denver airport out of nowhere, out of the blue.
Because the timeline adds up to where they were building these servers under there in preparation for Facebook going on. So LifeLog ended in 2004. The airport was built in like the late 90s, I think. And so they were setting this up ahead of time. This was all an operation to house and build the servers that it would take to, what's that word? Enslave the world.
Yeah. And, this is March Madness. We are filling out our brackets. Placeholders.
I love brackets.
Right? I also wanted to show this one, and I thought this one is the best description of why we have 12, why we've got
12 videos.
This video that will get Donald Trump elected, because there are 12 Republicans that joined the Democrats and voted for the resolution. The Republicans that joined the Democrats are Alexander, Blunt, Collins, Lee, Moran, Murowski, Paul, Portman, Romney, Rubio, Toomey, Wicker. So those are the 12 that Q Plus could have been saying, watch this video, Alexander. Watch this video, Blunt. Watch this video, Collins. Watch this video, Lee. Watch this video, Moran. And, that video, if you haven't seen it, we could watch it 11 more times if you guys want. I'm up for it.
The gang recognized the reference earlier to the Gang of 8, and that the 4 Republican members of the Gang of 8 were of the 12 that voted against your president, including Mr. Paul.
Right. Wow.
So these guys, see, this is the thing. The Gang of 8 had this information. They knew behind the scenes to some degree that this information was bogus, and they let this go forward. And I think that's what Q is pointing us to here.
That's amazing. These people are sick.
Because they were working with Adam Schiff behind, that they weren't like disagreeing with him and coming up with different conclusions. They were all in agreement through all of this investigating Trump stuff.
Well, and because I'm
I almost said a bad word.
because I'm from Florida, Rubio is a McCain-ite, so he's
and did you see the controversy with him with the whole Venezuela thing the other day? He was tweeting out information that the Venezuelan people were like, how does this guy have this information?
Kenny Johnson says, what does that mean? Trump is compromised. What the heck in the Matrix? Whoever said Trump is compromised? Did I say that?
Nope.
Okay. All right. So Kenny, I'm not sure what you're talking about, brother. Anyway, so or could it be this?
I was saying the Gang of 8 were compromised.
Yeah. Yeah. So okay. So it was the Gang of 8 that was compromised, Kenny, not Trump. We're all here with it. So, or was it with this? Is this what it meant? Right, the 12-second mark, and there's our little Hussein in the kill box.
Learn double meanings.
It could be both, right? I love it.
It seems like everything that comes out has 12 different meanings. So
right. And then we go to the next Q post. It's going to be 3076 Shady, and it's Filthy Liberals Twitter Q, and basically it talks. It's this video, and hang on one second. It's this video right here, and it says, "This is about to break wide open, and many of these players are about to see a day of reckoning."
But then I'm also hearing, well, what's the IG going to come out about FISA abuse? What is John Uber doing? Does anybody even know?
I think there's a new sheriff in town with the new Attorney General, Bill Barr, and I think a lot of things are changing internally in the Justice Department. We can't see them, but Andrew Weissman's departure today is an example of the overturn and change that we're going to see in the next few months. I think the single most important thing that will happen, as soon as Bob Mueller's report comes in, as soon as the president is no longer in legal jeopardy, it's incumbent upon the president to declassify those documents. Yes. Let us see the FBI's true activity for what it is, not for what it was made to look like for a 2-year mirage.
Testimony saying no, it was the DOJ, and Lisa Page said, yep, they told us to stand down on Hillary Clinton.
Will Congress, I would got to believe that the Attorney General now, Lynch, We've got to see her emails. We've got to see her correspondence. We've got now that it's pointing in that direction. And I also think we have a legitimate question. What did President Obama know? When did he know it? Jim.
No, I agree, Sean. Never forget the code names they gave him. The Clinton investigation was called the mid-year exam. The Trump-Russia investigation was called Crossfire Hurricane. That shows you the bias that existed right from the get-go.
All right. Do you all agree with this statement? You can shake your heads. This is about to break wide open, and many of these players are about to see a day of reckoning. Yes or no? Shake your head.
Yes. Yes. I hope so, too.
My sources are telling me the same. All right, stay tuned. We were right from the get-go.
Okay. All right, I'll take it. 37-7. You there?
Yeah, you weren't talking to me.
Okay, so I'm sorry. I said 37-7. You want to take it?
Sure.
All right, do it.
So this is Q saying to all of us, be vigilant at all times. US, UK, FRIT. See something, say something. Narrative change needed. Fake news attempting to rebrand harmful testimony and instead provide misleading info to their readers. Example, and this is a Washington Post article where they're not actually telling you the news. They're telling you some other part of the story. Enemy of the people, Q. The headline in this is newly released transcript. Former FBI lawyer fires back on charges that anti-Trump bias affected Trump. So they're writing this to say that the news coming out of this was Lisa Page saying that there was no bias. Again, that's the story in all this testimony, 300-400 pages. The story is that she said there's no bias. That's right. What Q is pointing us to here. We know that is fake, phony, and false, and we also see be vigilant at all times that this came out yesterday and, what we saw happen last night overseas.
And is she a cooperating witness?
Cooperating witness. It actually says she's a cooperating witness in that article.
That's right.
But then talks about that there's no bias.
Right.
So why would you cooperate without I don't know. Maybe I just read too far into things.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's a very good one. This is the fact checker, just in case you need to know what the facts are, because you can't figure them out yourself. Let me go ahead and go back to the Q map, and then it just says enemy of the people, Q, right? So yep. Washington Post, enemy of the people.
Bezos, and also
Bezos, right?
Recognize that he owns he also owns Whole Foods now. So,
yep, yeah, he's a scumbag. Sorry. 3078. I get all the easy ones. So this one, actually, I'm going to cruise over because the Q map didn't really get all of it. But this is what Q is responding to. It was a fellow New Zealand patriot. And the patriot says, "Aren't you missing NZ there, boss?" And Q says, "Not big enough to pull headlines. News away. Think days, Q." So, interesting stuff. Because I go into the next, I will address the next Q thing, but this is my next thread for today. Okay, this is QAnon post for 3/15/19. This is us at in the Nebuchadnezzar, monitoring the Chans and intheMatrixxx.com and cool, all that stuff. Patriot friend of mine made this for me, and I love it. And this is my thread for Friday, March 15th, 2019. Tomorrow is Friday and more. -4 today. Let's go. intheMatrixx.com. And we go on to the first Q post. He says, tomorrow is Friday. And links us to this DOJ reached agreement with Clinton lawyers to block FBI access to Clinton Foundation emails, Strzok says. So this is Nunez, Lisa Page revelations show orchestrated effort at the DOJ FBI not to prosecute Clinton. Orchestrated effort.
And also, the decision was made for no Clinton Foundation emails to be looked at, even though she was the Secretary of State.
Right. Right. And so this is the
And they're
Justice.
taking millions of dollars from Qatar and all of these regimes around the world. But no, don't look at that.
The Justice Department negotiated an agreement with Hillary Clinton's legal team that ensured the FBI did not have access to the emails on her private servers relating to the Clinton Foundation. Former FBI agent Peter Strzok testified during a closed-door appearance before the House Judiciary Committee last summer, according to a newly released transcript, which we got. Republicans late last year renewed their efforts to probe the Clinton Foundation after tax documents showed a plunge in its incoming donation after 2016 Clinton presidential election. The numbers fueled longstanding allegations of possible pay to play, and it's not possible, it's proven fact, and pay to play right there. They should be in jail if you know anything about foundations and 501c3s. Transactions at the organization amid the Justice Department probe covering foundation issues. They covered for her. They covered for her emails. They orchestrated this. They should all be locked up. Treason and sedition at the highest levels, folks.
But understand, it wasn't just for her. It's everything. It's every investigation that exists that they did not want to be looked into. This is their move. This is what they kept doing. Notice in all of these shootings and stuff. Oh, let's shift the responsibility to the FBI. Let's move the responsibility to the FBI. Even in the Jesse Smollett story that just happened, Michelle Obama personally made a call to her aide. Michelle Obama's aide personally made a call to the prosecutor in Chicago right after the event happened and before they realized it was a hoax, attempting to get them to pass on the investigation to the FBI because the FBI was more suited to investigate hate crimes. Right. So the move was going to be to try to get the Smollett thing to the good, their what they think are still their blockade in the FBI DOJ. Part of the reason that this stuff hasn't been spread all over the news, not only will they not report it, but part of the reason it's not been spread all over the news because we don't want the whole deep state to know that their blockade in the FBI and the DOJ are gone. Let them keep recommending to the FBI and the DOJ right now. But this did not happen. Chicago police kept the case, and then it turned out to be a hoax and da-da-da. But now we have text messages training back to 44's wife on Jussie Smollett. So just like I said, that's got his fingerprints all over it.
Yeah. And then we get to the next one, Shady. It is an American flag, and it says freedom, justice.
File name.
Yeah, the file name is Freedom Justice. I mean, just absolutely amazing. I love that when he posts the flag like that. That's a good one. And then we go into the post today. We just kind of covered them real quick. The Science Tech says that WhatsApp founder wants to and warns the world to delete Facebook immediately. Dark to light Q. And then the Dark to Light Q, this is the Hawley one, and we'll just quickly cover them. This is the much-watched video we just watched. The Joint Chief of Chairmen say that Google refuses to work with the U.S. military but provides direct benefit to China's military. I mean, if that's not treason, I don't know what is. And Q post 3083, these people are sick and evil. It is not a coincidence. It never is. Q. So those are the latest Q posts. That brings us up to date with the Q posts, and I wanted to just kind of go over some of this stuff they're unsealing. These are ex-intelligence officers charged in a Iran espionage case. There's 4 of them, so we're starting to see some unsealing, guys. We're seeing it. Also, I want to give prayers out to New Zealand. There was a mosque terror thing where 27 people were killed. The massacre was live streamed on Twitter and Facebook. Revenge on Invaders, Christchurch lockdown. We are with... before I get back into that, let's listen to Senator Pompeo, and let's see if you hear any Q-isms in this. Ready?
People, the American people are with you. We are prepared to provide the humanitarian assistance that you so richly deserve, whether that's food or medicine. We're determined to get it to you. It's the Maduro regime which has prevented that. You all have asked and demanded democracy, a voice, so that you can be heard. You should know the American people will not falter. We will maintain our efforts. We will work with Brazil and Colombia and all of the countries around the region who understand your plight and who understand that, frankly, your country has a long and deep and rich history that we can get back. The American people are determined to help you get that. We're with you. We're with interim President Juan Guaido. We can do good things for Venezuela together. You all stay the course. I know that you will. The American people will continue to do so too.
We are with you. Stay the course. Yeah, I just wanted to give you guys that real quick. I thought that was awesome. Oopsie. Where did I go? Here we go. So basically, I wanted to go back up because we did kind of cover this, and we got to be careful how we talk about this. But if you can read this right here, was this something to take down 8chan? Okay, because that person in NZ did post this on 8chan before whatever. And then Tribunal report says a man in New Zealand just now shot multiple innocent people in a mosque and posted his manifesto and his plans on 8chan, home of Q, prior to the attack. This attack will surely be used to take down 8chan and paint the users thereof as terrorists and extremists. Be vigilant. Okay, so we've got to be careful. But, you know, if they're going to go after 8chan, guess who posted 2 days before onto the Jack platform? Okay, so this is his Twitter, okay, posting on Jack platform, not just 8chan. So they've got to, you know, realize this. And remember, this was not on Q's board. There are many different boards on 8chan, okay? But it just so happens that Q Research and Patriots Fight are two of Q's boards on the vast, many boards and communities on 8chan, okay? Also, there's even a manifesto. You can check my Twitter on that, but it sounds like it was written by somebody that we know. Hillary! Very interesting. And
Circus clowns?
Say that again?
Circus clowns?
Circus clowns. Very good, yes. And also, I just happen to have my manifesto. Why does everybody have a manifesto?
I do not have one.
I don't have one, and I don't want one. Also, it was live
streamed. It's interesting. Like all of these guys that go off the rail, they have a manifesto. Is there a class in school? Like where does this come from?
It's in clown college. You got to go to clown college.
The farm.
The farm. All right. So it also was on another media platform with an F, and you need to delete it. And so, you know, they can't just go after this. And guess what? Guess who was in New Zealand on 310?
Who was
there? Skippy Pito Esta. And he says the New Zealand election is a juicy target for a major hack, John Podesta. So now we've got mosque shootings and Russia.
And Mr. Podesta calling for the attack on the elections of another nation state.
Yes.
In public, without any real this is hidden in hyperbole.
Yes. It's really read between the lines here, right? Podesta says,
this happens just how many days after he tweets that?
5.
4. And then what do mass shootings do to elections?
Yeah, they do all that. Yep.
You know, I mean, just saying. It doesn't take a rocket scientist with a 20-year degree in thermodynamics out there. Come on.
So during the campaign, tens of thousands of Podesta's emails were hacked by the Russian government because his password was password. All right. The hack on the release of the WikiLeaks was believed to be a major factor in Miss Clinton's loss. She lost because she's a criminal. Vladimir Putin, quote, here's what Podesta says. Vladimir Putin must be sitting in the Kremlin saying that this is the best return on investment I ever got. I've got the pliant president of the United States, Mr. Podesta says. New Zealand's top spies warned Parliament last month that our election is also under vulnerable attack. Mr. Podesta agrees. I'd say very worried, he told News Hub. And I don't see why they couldn't do it. And there are other states actors as well. At the top of the list is China. And Mr. Podesta says, there are other actors in the region, including China, that have made a high degree of interest in being able to penetrate what private conversations of people in New Zealand politics and New Zealand government are looking at. I mean, you guys can read this article, but Mr. Podesta is in New Zealand for a global progressives event. They're worried about their Democrat socialists there. In fact, if you look at this video right here, I'm just going to play a little bit of it.
Next year is at serious risk of a major cyber attack from Russia and China.
In an exclusive TV interview, Hillary Clinton's campaign manager, John Podesta, said New Zealand's a big, juicy target and that hacked information could be weaponised as fake news. Political editor Tova O'Brien reports.
It's actually my first trip to New Zealand.
Is it? Welcome.
Welcome to one of the most powerful people in US Democratic politics. John Podesta ran the White House as Chief of Staff to President Bill Clinton. He was counselor to President Barack Obama and campaign manager of presidential hopeful Hillary Clinton. That didn't go well.
It was brutal and disappointing, and I think till the very end we were again, hoping that we would edge this thing out.
It was Podesta who took the stage in Clinton's place on election night 2016.
Several states are too close to call, so we're not going to have anything more to say tonight.
During the campaign, tens of thousands of Podesta's emails were hacked by the Russian government.
Russia, if you're listening, I hope you're able to find the 30,000 emails.
The hack and release on WikiLeaks was a major factor in Clinton's loss to Donald Trump.
Vladimir Putin must be sitting in the Kremlin and saying, this is the best return on investment I ever got. I have a pliant president of the United States.
Mickey, we're watching this because they're trying to do to New Zealand what they did to us, and this is a worldwide movement, and we have people from New Zealand here, so just so you know. And then Podesta showed up just 4 days before a mosque attack. That's why we're watching it. Shady?
Because it's relevant to today's events, and it is. Look at it. I mean, 1 + 1 + 1, guys. That's why we're watching it, to show you 1 + 1 + 1 is 3.
Yes. And Joe and there's 2 new cues since we've just been talking. Let's go see. Yes, there are. Oh, I can't watch this one because this is one of my attack. Oh, I can see it. Good. I think we all need to watch. Oh, look. Fun. But I am blocked by this person. But I think they all need to watch the Q Plus video. We just went over this, didn't we, guys? Wow. Awesome.
So that's verifying. That's verifying that we knew that 12 that would go against us before the vote was ever taken.
Right. And then we got the Senate Judiciary today. Lindsey Graham, South Carolina, sent a letter to AG Barr requesting documents related to alleged discussions between high-ranking Justice Department officials about invoking the 25th Amendment to remove the President of the United States. And here is that letter. March 15th. That's today. So this is Lindsey Graham to Barr, copying Feinstein and Christopher Wray. And here we go. So as you undoubtedly are aware, during the recent interview on 60 Minutes, former acting director of the FBI, Andrew McCabe, explained how Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein discussed with him and others within the Department of Justice the possibility of removing the President of the United States by invoking the 25th Amendment. In addition, Mr. McCabe described how the Deputy General, in a manner that was absolutely serious, in quotes, offered to wear a wire into the White House to record the president and gather evidence against him. The committee is deeply concerned with these discussions and whether they essentially indicate that the two of the highest-ranking law enforcement officials of the United States were discussing what amounts to be a coup against the United States. According to the committee, plans conduct oversight into these discussions and related matters. To that end, the committee requests that the DOJ provide the following documents by no later than March 29th, 2019. All documents and communications commonly referred to as the McCabe memos, written by McCabe to memorialize discussions, meetings, and correspondence he had with senior government officials, including the president. Excuse me. 2, documents and communications sufficient to show the names, titles, and business addresses of all personnel who participated in a meeting that included Deputy General Deputy Attorney General Rosenstein and McCabe between May 9th, 2017 and May 17th, 2017, or any other meeting that includes these two officials, including during which the 25th Amendment recording conversations with the president or opening an obstruction of justice investigation related to the removal of Comey was in a way mentioned or discussed. In lieu of documents, you may provide a list of requested information. All documents, communications referring to and relating the meeting or meetings that including McCabe, Rosenstein, during which the 25th Amendment taping conversations with the president or opening an obstruction of justice investigation related to the removal of Director Comey was discussed. All documents and communications after May 9th, 2017, referring to the 25th Amendment. All documents created on or after May 9th, 2017, referring or relating to the conversations with the president. And any opinion prepared by the Office of Legal Counsel or any other entity within the department referring or relating to the 25th Amendment. And then all documents, communications relied upon by FBI Office of Professional Responsibility in reaching its decision to recommend the dismissal of McCabe, including the Office of Professional Responsibility report on Mr. McCabe. If your staff has any questions regarding this request, please have them contact Zachary Summers with the majority staff on the committee. Thank you very much for your prompt attention to this matter. Sincerely, Lindsey O. Graham. Wow.
Fun.
Wow, that's awesome.
That's dated today, right?
That's dated today. The Ides of March. Q sent me. All right, so we got some new Qs.
315.
Wow, right? 315. Then we've got CM, Stay Alert, Q. And CM is Code Monkey, who owns and runs the bigger boards, all the boards on 8chan. So telling Code Monkey to stay alert, Q, could be some incoming attacks on the boards, guys, is what my take on that is. Shady, what do you think of that?
Yeah, I think that he's saying they're going that they're anticipating us to do something after the call to Friday yesterday. So we're kind of a little pump faking right here. It looks like.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, we're like, oh, we're gonna do it, and you gotta let that trap go right at the right time and make sure everyone's in it.
Yep, and I just said Q sent me congrats Enoch to that. That's an amazing graphic, guys. We just kind of covered that. Watch this video. Blunt, Collins, Lee, Alexander, Moran. I say moron, but it's Moran. Paul, you got to watch this video now. Stat. That's awesome. So there you go. Enoch did this as well. So there we go. Q map. Let me just see if we got any others. Nope, we're good right now. 226. Continuing down through this thread, I thought this was also very interesting. Narrative shift. These Q posts all kind of point to sleeper cells and the narrative shift post of January 29th of 2018. And this is kind of shady. We were talking about this the other day. This is 643. January 29th, narrative shift, nation on alert, RR, block Mueller. Firing RR equals block Mueller. Firing RR, set up to firing Mueller. Firing RR equals red line. Then you've got Q45, 645, activate sleeper cells. James Comey had a tweet that said, Special Agent Andrew McCabe stood tall over the last 18 months, which really means do not talk, when small people, you, the sheep, were trying to tear down an institution we all depend on. Cover. He served with distinction for 2 decades. We own you and your family. I wish Andy well. 187 California Penal Code for murder. I also wish continued strength for the rest of the FBI. General threat to others. America needs you. Activate sleeper cells. And then that ties to Q's post yesterday on 314. Be vigilant at all times. United States, UK, France, Italy. See something, say something. Narrative change needed. So I thought this was a very good, brilliant Anon post. Then we just saw this. We saw that. Oh, this is the Tomorrow is Friday. Let's look at this. Shady. This was very interesting. It was dropped in there. I think it was I thought I hat tipped the Anon that put that there. But Q post 16 today, the first post was tomorrow's Friday. QPost 16 says, get the popcorn. Friday and Saturday will deliver on the MAGA promise. POTUS knows he must clean house government in order to free up and demonstrate who has authority in order to pass important legislation. This was always the priority. Remember, AG Sessions cannot look like an impartial player that is out to get all former Obama team members, as we need him for other important work. All will come into focus. And for anyone to think POTUS is not in control is kidding themselves. He is also 100% insulated with zero risk of impeachment. Fact. QPost 16, guys, on October 31st, 2017. Then I want to point you over to QPost 247. Have you been watching the news since Friday? Who is Peter Strzok? We've been talking about him, haven't we? How was he compromised? How was he paid? Who's Melissa Hodgman? Company, title, date of promotion. Focus on the date. What events regarding Peter recently occurred that you now know? Think HRC emails, Wiener laptop, etc. Dates. So there you go. Then QPost 666 says, why did... And by the way, we think it's loose math, but we're not sure. We need to confirm it. But Shady, what did you hear about how many days?
I heard that today was the 666th day of the Mueller investigation.
The Ides of March. And then we're also pointed back to Friday. If you put Friday in, we got QPost 666. Truth must be exposed before arrests. Why did the memo drop a Friday and before the SB? Does this seem strange to you? Watch the news. Rothschild's estate sale, Black Forest. Stock market dive, 666. Coincidence? Soros transfer of wealth, dopey freed. Very, very good graphic to ponder. Reread QPost 16 was very amazing. Then here's a great Q Plus meme. We are with you, stand strong, Patriots. The United States is with you, Q Plus. I really did like that. And I wanted to leave you guys with this. This is our beloved, this is a hat tip to Gina Shiflett. I want to thank her very much for pointing me to this. Our beloved military channel on YouTube dropped a new one this morning. I'm thinking special ops happening now. Pray, brothers and sisters. Let's check this video out. It's actually pretty awesome. I'm going to go on YouTube to look at it, though. Let's go check it out.
Yeah. I spit raps like a heart attack, fast fatal heart impact, past painful scars. In fact, I blast tasteful bars and packs. I back up my actions, fact don't ask, grab reactions, jacked attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose, pick a new silver excuse. I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember you're discreet out, get ready for defeat now. I'm gonna make you bleed out. Listen on repeat now and weed out all the weak now. Get up and make a change. Don't remember yesterday. If you got something to say, speak your mind before your grave. Cause your life is yours to save. Ain't nobody gonna change. Everybody stays the same. So be different, make a name,
like a soldier, I keep on moving forward. Always getting closer. March until it's over. And just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward, always getting closer. I'm marching till it's over. And just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward, always getting closer. I'm marching till it's over. And just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward, always getting closer. I'm marching till it's over.
It's ridiculous, I'm spitting this meticulous and limitless, while others out there spitting shit got hits up on the charts and shit. I see why other artists quit, cause people don't reward good shit. They love to hate but hate to live. Society, you swing and miss. And honestly, I get it, promise me you won't regret it. Wasting energy, forget it, don't look back, go on and get it. Bite the bullet just a bit, bite your tongue and don't say shit. Make your actions hard to miss, be a legend, not a myth. Yeah. It's obnoxious that I'm conscious, rapping honest as promise. Try to harness, as an artist, stay modest. It's a long quest, I will not quit till 10,000 people going off when I drop this. I gotta make it now, Swear to God I'm breaking out. Swear to God I'll take a bow. Stand the stage with the crowd, cause I got it figured out. I'm just honest and I'm loud. Saying modest but I'm proud. No, I never had a doubt.
Just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward. Always getting closer. I'm marching till it's over. And just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward. Always getting closer. I'm marching till it's over. And just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward. Always getting closer. I'm marching till it's over. And just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward. Always getting closer. I'm marching till it's over. And just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward. Always getting closer. I'm marching till it's over. And just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward. Always getting closer. I'm marching till it's over.
Boom.
Chlorella is absolutely.
I thought that was amazing, guys.
This is,
what did you think? I know we got a lot of people. I hate rap. You're allowed to hate rap, and that's okay. It's about the message. It's about soldiers, QArmy, moving forward, and you're allowed to have your opinions. I respect that. But here we are, man. I just wanted to play that for a little bit of, interesting, fun, cool stuff, looking at what our military is capable of. Absolutely the best and most powerful military in the world. God bless our brothers and sisters that fight for this country every day. And I'm sure they appreciate you guys thanking them as well. I love our soldiers, not the politics from the last 50 years. Thank you all who have served. Thank you, Patriots, who are serving now. And much love on that. Shady.
Yeah, I would like to say the exact same thing to everybody out there. We are the QArmy. You guys are the Patriots. We are the unheard silent majority that is now awakened. And use your voices out there with your friends and family and let them know there was a deep state coup to take down a duly elected president after he won a rigged election that was rigged for someone else. This is major news. Don't let them hide it. Get the message out and talk about Q.
Yeah, absolutely. And, thank you guys very much for what you guys are doing for us as well. We appreciate everything you guys are doing. We have 6 new Patreons yesterday. We read their names today. If you guys want to go ahead and just $1 a month, $5, I just have different things here, $5 tier, $17 tier. You can do 17. You can do a customized one. We've got a lot of great Patriots here. Thank you very much for your support on that. If you don't like that, you can always go to paypal.me intheMatrixxx. We are going to be doing a cutover on Sunday to the new site. As we keep growing, we keep growing with you. There's the PayPal link for that. We have dedicated servers for the last couple months. There's the Patreon link if you guys want to become a Patreon. We're going to try to give you guys shout outs every time. Because we couldn't do it without you and your support. I have a lot of faith that we're actually going to be doing a lot more, in the future. We've got the QArmy Social Network, QSN. I'm actually trying to get some logos designed for that. We've got a t-shirt shop right now. We've got an intheMatrixx.com QArmy shirt right here that is pretty nice. We've got Dig Meme. Here's the back of it right here, if you can see that. This helps us as well. It's got QArmy in the front, and that actually turned out really nice, by the way. We've got this one is also a big one. This is intheMatrixx.com QArmy with that as well. This has been a big one that people have liked. Thank you for your support on that. The Teespring store is now open. It's been open. Just if you don't want any Matrixx stuff, we've got that too. We've got just the Q with the Q on the back. This one is actually pretty cool. I just wore that one yesterday. And we've got Dig Meme Pray. This is one of my favorites so far. Turned out really good. It's just Dig Meme Pray on the front. No markings, anything for intheMatrixx.com. But all of your stuff, all of what you guys do. Oh, I've got a new one. Honk for Q. It's a die cut sticker to put on your car. It's starting to be loud, be proud, get honked. So look, this is how we can find other Q people. They'll be honking at you. It's time to get loud, guys. It's time to not be quiet about this stuff. It's time to regain our strength, people. And I know I hear that sound too. That's the QArmy social network going off because people are there. And this is Q Ward's Code Monkey to stay alert. That's our last one. Shady, I think, do I see where? There she is right there. Trinity's got the phone, Shady. What do you say?
I say that we're going to have to duck out of here right now, but I wanted to thank everyone for joining us on the stream today. If you're buffering out there, for tolerating it, hanging in here with us, all the donations and the support, the help in the Matrixx with 3x's.com. Come friend us on the QSN so we can all get together and start creating this web and foundation that will be the structure to hold the future of the information, which is yours. The information belongs to you, and we want to share it with everyone for free. So thanks so much for being here. And don't forget to join me tonight at 10 p.m. on the East Coast for the Q Lounge Live. We'll be here, Matrixx and I, and we're going to run around again here in just a few more hours. So make sure that you're taking care of yourself out there, and make sure you're paying attention to your surroundings. Things are moving, and we want all Patriots with their eyes peeled and their ears open and not hesitant to say anything. So again, appreciate you being here. And Matrixx, how close are we?
All right, we're close. We're going to be out of the Matrixx here. We got a lot of great guys. Bradford M says, great show today, guys. Thank you, mods. Love Yazal. Thank you. Stormy Joe Patriot in the house. Peace out, brother. Peace and love. Livy asks, are these shirts available on your website? They are. You can get a link right to teespring.com. I also dropped the link above. We've got N. Harris says, got to get that sticker. And she thanks, or he or she thanks Jay Vega for working so hard. Also, Poussant did just drop her Facebook tweet. It is going viral. Check it out there. Maybe Poussant, drop it one more time. DNA, the IV says, much love to all Patriots. I really got to tell you guys, she's got her phone, and I'm ready. We're going to see you tonight at 10 on the Q Lounge Live, 10 Eastern. Are you sick of us yet? Are you sick of us yet? I hope not, because we're going to come again to see you guys. Thank you, guys. Down to Shelly, we will catch you tonight, too. Prof Q asks, did you guys red pill anybody today? Make sure you do. Thank you guys very much. Much love. I am at intheMatrixxx with 3 X's, at Shady Grooove with 3 O's. intheMatrixxx with 3x's.com. Thank you guys very much for joining us. Get over to the QArmy social network. Get over to our website. Support us if you can. Much, much love. Peace out.